Pennsylvania. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it as a 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes porn.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's such a hard route to stop, man. That corner route by the tight end, you got a big, basically a big oversized wide receiver breaking out that can use his body to shield off the defender and make the catch. And that's why those corner routes can be deadly.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. He's got him. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, come.
There's some room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Peoples. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Rushes on him.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Peoples. Makes it past the marker. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Peoples. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll start this drive going to the air. He slings it deep to the left. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff for Peoples. Makes his man miss.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab in their space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking left. It's complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
21 on the play. And first down for the offense.
The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll try the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll give it on the counter. Picks up the first down. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Trying to get it in. And they will score! Touchdown, Trojans!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give running right, it's Peoples. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Run in the red zone, it's Peoples. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Hey, move. Go, go.
Here's a gift to Peoples. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 3rd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Back to pass. It's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Break. Here we go.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Bowman. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 13 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Cyclones, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
He fires one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Beck's to grab. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Peoples. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space...
Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Runs through a tackle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's what you love, man. Playmakers that you can get the football to, and they make it happen. You can throw it short of the sticks on 3rd down. Trust your guy because he can lower his pads, know where the sticks are, and get the big 1st down.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
On third down, here's Peoples. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mayava. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd.
USC.
And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for room. It's Jordan. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Let's it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Got enough for the 1st. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Here's Peoples one more time. Maybe a crease. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Peoples. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done.
Racing down the left side. Inside the 10.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. 4th and 6. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.